Hey there, good looking. Join me for this lower body metabolic conditioning workout. This workout is going to hit your legs, get that heart rate up, and hey, we're also going to get your abs fired up too. This is also day 3 of our Ignite Challenge. So you guys do need some tools for this equipment. So please grab a chair or a bench. We need to be able to pop our feet up onto it. In addition to a pair of moderate dumbbells and heavy dumbbells. For reference, I have a pair of 15s and 25s. And optional is a yoga block. You ready? I hope so. This one delivers. Gather your gear. Let's go get warmed up. All right, before we get started, make sure you turn those watches on. Now listen, you're going to see at the very end of this workout, I've got a push-up drill for us. This is specific for my Ignite challengers. However, if you're not in the challenge and you're just doing this video randomly, if you want to improve and perfect your push-up, stick around to the very end. For those of you that are short on time, you'll see in the description down below, I've time-stamped the entire workout so you know where the workout ends, and if you want to pick up and follow up with that perfect your push-up session later on in your day, you'll know where to find it in the video. All right, let's get down on the mat to warm up. We're starting with some 90-90 drills. Your shin's lined up with the front of your mat or top of your mat, and the other shin is lined up with the side of your mat. Turn your whole body so that you face this shin. Place the hands behind you, windshield wiper the knees the other direction, and then turn and face that shin. Great, let's continue. If you want to increase the intensity, you're going to drive the hips up, come up. Good. Hands can go on the ground. They can be elevated. Whatever you find is going to help you get into that hip joint. I've had people cure their low back pain with this mobility drill. True story. So sometimes our pain, where the pain is the source of the issue. So if you're finding this tough, perhaps you need to add this into your regular routine. This is a mobility drill, so you could do it daily. Let's do 2 more. Last one. All right, firing up into the core as well as your thighs. Get into a high plank position for me. Spread the fingers, feet apart. Now pull the shoulder blades apart a little bit and tuck the tailbone in a tiny bit. Tightening up into the core muscles. Stay here and now step your left foot in so that the knee's under the hip, then the right, and step it out. Good. Now let's do the right side. Do as many as you can. If you need to take a break because you're just starting out in your fitness journey and this is a little too much, go for it and then join me when you can right away. We're only doing 4, so we just have 1 more to go. So hang in there. And as I said, it warms the core as well as our thighs. Good. And come on down. All right, come into a standing position for me. Take it to the side for a side lunge. See if you can touch the toe and then the other side. With that side lunge, we've got toes, knees, hips, and shoulders to me. So we're starting this workout with an EMOM. That stands for every minute on the minute. We have 2 exercises, 5 reps each exercise, and we rotate that through that for 5 minutes. So the faster we get the reps in, the longer we have a rest for. We'll start with the moderate weight dumbbells that I cued you to grab. Here we go. We're going to do 2 more here and then learn the movements before the timer starts. All right, grab your moderate. We have a hang clean. So I want you to have the feet hip width, shoulder width, curl the wrists in a bit, come down into a bit of a quarter squat, and then we use the hips to clean the dumbbells up to the shoulders. And that would be 1. Let's try it. Here we go. So see how I actually lift up off the heels and then straighten the legs. 1 more time. Up. Good. So we would do 5 of those. On the 5th one, keep them racked, and we come down for 5 squats, you going as deep as it feels good for you. You ready? We're starting minute 1, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So wrist curled, up. Good. 1. Wrist curled. 2. So you kind of want to jump underneath the dumbbells. 3, 4. Here you go. 5. Now hold them here. Go down as deep as it feels comfortable for 5. 4. Chest up, head up. 3, 2. Breathe. And 1. Good job, you. We shake it out. We rest it. Okay, we're moving into minute 2 in about 20 seconds. Same thing, all right? If you don't have the dumbbells, let's get them set up. So remember our hang clean setup. We've got feet, hip width apart, wrist curl in, push the bum back in a bit of a quarter of a squat. Now, drive up, 1, get set up. 2, don't rush it. And this isn't a bicep curl either, all right? You're using the hips and the legs to drive those dumbbells up. 4. Now on 5 here, we're gonna hold them up. Maybe go wider with the feet. Take it down deep for your squat. 5, 4, and then rest it. Okay, shake out those arms. So yeah, for your hang clean crew, it's really important that you don't think about a bicep curl. You are using the hips to throw them up. See? Got that? Sound effects and all? All right, grab your dumbbells. 10 more seconds. We're going into round 3 or minute 3. Feet, hip width, curl the wrists, down. 5 of them. Make sure you set yourself up each rep. Dumbbells are going to be probably about knee height or just above. On that 5th one, let's keep them racked. Go wider with our stance and sink it down for a racked squat. When you're done, you can rest it out a bit with the dumbbells. Whew. All right, only a couple more to go. This is a great way to get the blood pumping right away, isn't it? Metabolic conditioning and EMOM is a classic MetCon workout. All right, if you don't have those dumbbells, let's grab them now. Let's get set up. Minute 4 coming up. Okay, ankles underneath the hips. Curl the wrists in a bit. Here we go. Push the bum back. Hang them. Clean them. 1, 2. When you're on that 5th, keep them rocked, maybe wider with your feet. Toes are going to turn out a bit, so knees and toes all track in the same direction. Drive through those heels. Come on up. Whew. When you're done, dumbbells down, march it out. We got 1 more to go, and then we're moving on. So hang clean is really a glute and core dominant exercise. It's not a bicep or shoulder exercise. And then for also our purposes today, it helps get that heart rate up. All right, let's grab the dumbbells. Minute 5 in 5 seconds. Feet hip width, curl the wrists in, bum back, dumbbells hang. Now clean. Here's my side view. On that 5th one, hold them. Feet wider, drop it. Drive through those heels. Keep the gaze up. Keep going. You got time. Come on. Finish strong. 30 more seconds. When you're done, dumbbells down, march it out. Maybe grab a sip of water. 25 seconds left. All right, 10 seconds. I know you're already done, so just march it out. You guys are awesome. You've been with me for a while. I'm getting you damn strong, so I'm proud of you. All right, now we are moving into some time sets. Two different moves, a deadlift pattern and a vertical jump. Our vertical jump, though, is low impact. So let's start with the deadlift. Let's learn it first. Feet are shoulder width or hip width. Place the hands light behind the ears. Hip hinge for me. Push the bum like you're trying to touch the wall behind you and drive up. Good. Come on practice. Even if you've done a million of these with me, still practice. All right, now let's bring the hands in front. Pretend we got the dumbbells. Now tighten up through the lats. All that means is we pull the shoulders back and down, really squeeze in the armpit area. Now do the movement, okay? Push the hips back and then drive up. Okay, that's a deadlift. Now I want you to lift heavy because we have 30 seconds on the clock. So that means we won't get a lot of reps in. I'm going to be using 25 pounds. Secondary exercise, no dumbbells. We're going to take it to a vertical jump, but see how I come up off the heel. And we've got 30 seconds of those. That's going to drive that heart rate up. And, but yet keep the joints safe because it's no impact. Okay. Here we go. Grab those 25-pound dumbbells. I've got a timer on here. So let's get you set up and then I'm going to push start. So feet hip width apart. Draw the belly button in towards the spine. Pull the shoulders back and down and now tighten up in the armpits. Okay, cool. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Go. Soften the knees. Head looks up. Bum goes back. Drive through those hips. Squeeze the booty on the way up. There should be nothing in the low back. That's why we practiced our hip hinge beforehand. The low back may fatigue because there's no doubt we've got a lot of core here. But there shouldn't be any pain. If there is, lighten up the load. Get rid of the dumbbells. Maybe go by a mirror. Time and check your form. All right, dumbbells down. We've got those low impact vertical jumps. Now you can definitely lift off and do impact if you'd like. Totally up to you, but I'm going to do low impact. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Hup. Now come up high. Good. So that would be impact, right? Arms go back. When the arms are back, thumbs are pointed down. When the arms are up, thumbs are pointing behind. We got 30 seconds. Come on. Feet apart. Let's go. Hup, hup. We have 4 rounds of these, you guys. Time. Whew. No problem. So 4 rounds, 30 seconds of work, 15-second break. Let's grab those dumbbells. We go back to round 2 for our deadlift, our setup. Feet hip width, dumbbells in front, shoulders back and down, squeeze in the armpits. Booty goes back. Slow and controlled. Push through those heels as you drive all the way up into a stand position. Shoulder blades pinched. Time. Not letting that upper back round. And trust me, it wants to, right? You got heavy dumbbells, so you got to use those retractors in the upper back. It's good stuff, a deadlift. All right. Vertical jumps, high or low impact. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Breathe. Good. You're probably hearing me breathe. This is supposed to be heart elevated, heart thumping workout. Come on. Time. Whew. All right. We go back to our strength, our deadlift now. Feet hip width. Pull those shoulders back and down. Squeeze in those armpits. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Breathe. Third round. Time. All right, vertical jumps. Whew. Here we go. So we'll go wider with our feet on the vertical jumps than we did for the deadlift. You'll start down with the arms back. Ready, set, let's go. Oh, look at us. We went about 3 seconds before the timer. Oh my God. Yes, we are effing amazing. And we are proud to exclaim it. Woo. Feeling those thighs. Come on. Up, up. Keep that tempo. Keep that pace. Time. Woo. All right, one more of each, and then we get a water break. Whew, which I think we deserve. Here we go. Feet hip width, shoulders back and down, abs tight. Let's go. So when we say abs tight, really what we're saying is pretend that somebody was going to come up to you and pat your stomach or maybe give you a little gentle hit in the stomach, and you kind of are pulling the abs away from the hand, bracing for that impact. That's what we want to do. Pull the belly button in, tighten up those deep core muscles. Time. I've never been pregnant, but I think every pregnant woman knows what it's like to somebody going for their belly. I don't know why people do that. I never did. Here we go. Ready, set, vertical jumps. Let's go. Up. But I'm really not a baby person. I'm great. Once your kid hits about 8 or 9, I'm the best aunt in the entire world. My husband, he's amazing with babies and toddlers. Time. Woo! All right, you grab a quick sip. You deserve it. We're moving into a new series, this time 3 rounds. So maybe you see what's happening here. I'm laddering down our sets each time we go. We will need that chair, bench, or you can even use the side of a couch. I'm going to grab a quick sip. We have feet elevated, bridges to work into the glutes, low back and hamstrings. And then we stand right away, up, down, into a Russian swing. Now I'm going to use my 25. Okay, a Russian swing. You can also use a no weight. All right, so a Russian swing is very similar to a deadlift, except we're throwing the weight, we're swinging the weight in between the legs and then using the hips, just like we did for the hang clean, to get the dumbbell up to shoulder height. They call it a Russian swing because we're only going to shoulder height. An American swing, the arms would go fully above. Don't know why, it's just what they call it. All right, so let's get down. Make sure you got that heavy. I'm gonna use my 25. I've got it sitting on my chair, so I don't have to bend down and pick it up every time. Hey, yeah. Didn't just fall off the turnip truck, this one. Okay, feet up. Bum close. Arms are up, arms are down if you're a beginner, but even beginners, after you've done a couple of reps with the arms down, see if you can bring the hands up. It just makes your hip muscles work a little harder because you don't have any balance with the arms. Here we go. Lifting the hips up in 3, 2, 1, go. Now, when the hips come down, they just brush the mat. You're not going to let them imprint, hang out with the mat, go on a date with the mat. You're just hit the mat and then your hips are back up again, okay? Good. As I mentioned, we have 30 seconds of work, 15-second recovery, and then we move into that Russian swing. Do you have a kettlebell? By all means, use the kettlebell for the swing. Woo! Now you're going to feel this. Hammies and glutes. Come on up, you. So our setup, feet wide. Hold on to the dumbbell. Don't let this sucker go while you're swinging it. Now we want to use the hips, okay? This isn't a shoulder movement. So swing it and then hips drive up. So here we go. Hip hinge, squeeze those hips. Hip hinge, squeeze. squeeze. My heels even lift off the ground a little bit as I'm driving this dumbbell or kettlebell up to shoulder height. My gaze is always forward. I'm not looking down and then up. Whew, and this is brutal after the bridges. Here is a method to the programming madness. Come on, abs tight, time. So if you're having a hard time with that, or if you have a sensitive low back, do it with no weight. Get it first, and then we can add on. All right, butts to the ground. Arms up if you can. 3, 2, 1, let's go, bridge. This is round 2. If you've got this form, you can also place a weight on top of the hips to make it harder. Just make sure you've got the form. Pushing equally, left and right foot. Squeezing the glutes on the top. Time. Whew. All right, come on up, you. We've got those swings. It's getting harder to get up as we go through the workout. So feet wide, toes turned out. So we start with the swing, okay? So swing through the legs first. Now hip, push it up. Good. Squeeze those glutes. Come on. Up. It's a little bit of a knee bend and a big hip hinge. Time. All right, one more of each and then we move on. Whew. We're almost there too, okay? So hang in there. As I said, if you can hang with me till the very end where we do that push-up drills, awesome. If not, it's time-stamped down below. Whew. And go. So you can pick it up later on today. Whew. Oh boy, do I feel my glutes. I hope you do too. It's my gift to you. A perkier rear end. Time. Woo. All right, we're wood chopping. We are. It's also called Russian swing. Can also be called a wood chop. Sorry, I didn't mean to confuse you with the lingo. Here we go. Ready? Feet wide. Let's go. We get a water break after this. Time. Woo! Good job, you. All right, grab a quick sip. We're moving into our final circuit. It's one exercise, but it's single leg. So that means we are going to work a ton of core. We're also going to increase your core activation by holding on to just one dumbbell. Now, this is the one where if you have a yoga block, we'll start with the knee on the yoga block. If you don't, you'll start standing. We have 2 rounds each leg, and then we're done. All right? So place either one heavy or one of your moderates beside the yoga block, or if you don't have the yoga block, keep it in your right hand. Right foot is on top. Whoops. Need to get myself so I can go down. All right, right foot is on top, and then right knee is on your yoga block. Yoga, not Yoda. Okay, now here's your setup if you're on the yoga block. If you're standing, same setup, you're just standing. Hold the dumbbell with the right hand. Whew. Now we're going to drive up for that foot elevated lunge. Now here's the thing. This might not be for you. So let me quickly show you an alternative. You'll hold on to one dumbbell or no dumbbells, and you'll drop it down into a shallow lunge. Okay? Yes, no matter where you are in your fitness journey, we can do this. Okay? So let's get set up. Tighten up through that core. Shoulders back and down. Ready? And drive up, left leg. If you have the yoga block, you want that knee hitting each time. As I said, holding onto the one dumbbell increases activation in the core. When the timer goes, we got 15 seconds to get your left leg up and get set up for that side. You can lean forward a little bit, place more emphasis time on your glutes too. Okay, so left knee on, left lace is on, tighten up to the core, right hand on hip, or perhaps you're off of the chair and taking it shallow. 3, 2, 1, go. So it's your laces resting, not your toe digged into the bench. Shoulders are squared. Again, you can hinge forward a bit. Time to hit more glute. All right. Last round. Right knee, right foot, dumbbell in right hand. Tighten up to the core, hand on hip. Ready? 3, 2, 1, drive up, push through that left heel. Come down deep. If you can, hit the yoga block. Time. Whew. All right. Other side. Last leg. Whew. And then we will cool it down. Here we go. Left lace is on. Dumbbell in the left hand. Right hand on hip. Whew. Push through that right leg. Drive up. Straightening the right leg. Hip hinge a bit. If you want to make it more glute dominant, perhaps take a little less pressure off the knee joint. So this is no joke with a 25-pound dumbbell. How are you doing at home? Time. Remember, wherever you are at, that's your 25, right? It's all specific to where you are in your journey. Whew. All right. March it out. Grab a sip of water. We're going to move on to the push-up drills. If that's not your jam, you can fast forward, do the stretches that we do at the end, or come back to us later. As I mentioned, it's timestamped down below. Okay, welcome to day 3 of Perfect Your Push-Up. We're going to start with some shoulder mobility drills, as well as combine it too with a mid-trap and lower trap strengthening move. So again, just to, rehash what I've been talking about, push-ups are more than pecs and triceps and anterior deltoid, okay? We've got so much involved and going on. So I want to hit some of the areas that I see are weak with people that could be inhibiting your push-up. So essentially the exercise, pretend this is me lying down. You're going to extend the arms straight up. You're on your stomach, thumbs pointed up. You'll lift both arms up for what I call letter I, bring it down, turn the palms so they face the ground but not touching. Bring the arms down and around, kind of looking like angel arms. And then keep the hands off the ground and go back to that start position for the letter I. All right, let's start down here. Oh, sorry. And you'll also need access to a chair, bench, or even the side of a couch for our push-up drills themselves. All right, here we go. On the stomach. Tuck the toes in so that the pelvis is neutralized. Extend the arms straight out. Now, if lifting the arms up is really hard for you, I want you to do one arm at a time. You might be a little more manageable. Chin tucks in. Here we go. Let's lift the arms straight up. Lower them. Palms facing the ground now without touching, and circle them around the body. Turn the palms up. Hands go into the small of your back and reverse the direction. Now let the side of the hands drop on the ground. That's 1 rep. Here we go. Number 2. Up, palms down, circle, palms facing up, situated in the small of your back. Chin tucks in. 3, we have 10 of them, so I want you to go at your pace. As mentioned, lifting the arms up strengthens into that mid and lower trap area. Palms down and circling, kind of like a reverse snow angel, works into shoulder mobility. Woo. All right, we're halfway. Here we go. Now, when we lift the arms up, we're just lifting the arms. Try not to lift up the chest as well. Last 4. 3. 2. 1 more. Woo! And push yourself up. That is a great warm-up drill too before an upper body workout. So let's get our chair, bench, or as I said, you can use the side of your couch. We have 10 tricep push-ups. Now, tricep push-up simply means now we're bringing the hands in. We're putting a little less emphasis on the pecs and more onto the tricep. I find that this is a really challenging one for a lot of women. So I want to start on the knees and hands elevated so that we set ourselves up for good form and success, and then we can bring ourselves down to the ground as we get stronger. So what it looks like is here, we've got the bum tucked in, shoulders are back and down, and we want the hands in tight and close together so that when we come down, the elbows brush by the rib cage, pointed back, head looks up, and then we press back up. Same thing that we've been learning in our push-up drill, that body is moving down as one unit. All right, now if being on the knees against a chair is still too challenging, I want you to stand and do it against a wall. Your setup is the exact same. Here we go, we got 10. Ready? Bum in. So this move, if you do yoga, is similar to chaturanga. So you're coming down, letting those elbows brush by the rib cage. Here we go, let's do 10. 1, press back. Gazes straight ahead, not letting that head drop, making sure that that bum goes down at the exact same time as the upper body goes down. As I said, you're going to feel this more into the triceps, back of the arms. You might even be feeling them right now. I know I am. Let's do 4 more and then we're done. Last one. Woo, nicely done. All right, now let's use the chair or side of couch for our stretch. Bring the elbows so that they are shoulder width on top. Let the hands drop into the back of your neck or maybe your mid-back and let your bum sit back. So here we're getting a little bit of a tricep stretch, but even better, we're getting some extension in that thoracic spine, that T-spine. Couple more breaths. And release. All right. Hey, thanks for joining me on day 3 of How to Perfect Your Push-Up. All right, let's move into some stretches and then we can continue on with our day. How about we do some standing stretches? I want you to grab that chair that we've been using, take your right leg on top, situate your hips so that they push rear. Hands are going to rest on the top of your thigh. Woo, feeling a lovely stretch in that hamstring. And come on up. Other side. So we want to push the hips rear as we hinge over top of that left thigh. So it's a big difference, this, compared to rounding the back and dropping your chest towards the thigh. So here we go. Push your hips back. Come on, kind of like the deadlift, pushing the hip back to the wall behind you, and then hinge on top of that thigh. Hands rest gently on the top of that left thigh. Thank you so much for joining me. If you're brand new and haven't done already, please give the channel a subscribe so we can keep sending you more workouts. And after you're done, you can also help this video out by clicking the thumbs up so it can get found by the YouTube algorithm. Release. Whew. All right, let's take the back of the chair, hold on to it, heel up, squeeze the bum forward. Now, if grabbing onto your foot's not available to you, you know what? Grab onto your pant, shoe, or if you have a yoga strap or tie, wrap that around. We want to feel a nice stretch through that quad. Other leg is soft. All right, let's do the other side. You can turn around, but I don't want to put my back to you, so I'm going to move my chair. Here we go. Heel up. Squeeze the bum backs. Good. All right, final stretch. Super yummy. So hopefully you have a chair so that you can sit on it. So you just need something to sit on. Take the left leg, cross it on top. You want that right ankle and knee lined up. Grab onto the front of your shin and really lift the chest up. So we've got everything stacked in the spine. And now use your hands to help pull yourself forward. But you're doing so, again, with that hip hinge. And you're going to find a better stretch in the hip here on that left leg than you would if you did the rounded and dropping your forehead down towards your shin. So here we go. Lift up, drive forward, hold. Whew, I love this stretch. So this is a seated figure 4. You can do it on the ground. It's also a variation of pigeon in yoga. So if pigeon doesn't work for you, I know it doesn't work for a lot of people's hips. Hey, here's a lovely seated option for you. All right, other side. So our first setup, okay, we want that left knee and ankle lined up. Sit up nice and tall. Ooh, this side is a lot tighter. I'm already feeling it and I haven't even leaned forward. Here we go, drive forward. Oh, wow. This hip really needs this stretch. So I might turn the cameras off and then come back to this and hang here for a little longer. My husband comes home from work, I'm still doing this stretch. And release. Mwah! Thank you for showing up today. I've said before, it'd be awfully lonely if you didn't. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I look forward to seeing you in the next workout. Bye. I've had a spectator for most of the workout. Just thought I'd introduce you to Bella if you haven't met Bella before. Hey, sweetness. Want to say hi to YouTube? Hi to Over 50 Fitness? Oh, come on. Are you playing shy? Bells, want a cookie? Yeah, there's the magic word.